Okay, she's a heck of a lot closer. Both sides of the joints are actually sandwiched in there, which is good now, because now it's mostly just a lot of beating. All I did to get it to that point was ask it nicely, ask for consent, permission, and I got really angry, and I hit the crap out of it. Just kidding. I loosened this one a little bit to see if that would give me a little more leeway to swing. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't. I don't really know, but I just yelled nice words at it, and then I hit it really hard and got it to where it's at. So I don't know how well the camera's gonna pick it up. The hole is right there. Helm joint's probably about 3/8 of an inch off. I'm gonna sit here and beat the crap out of it until maybe, hopefully, since that was being a poop head, that it'll give us good luck on getting the bolt in there first try. Let's hit it some more. Okay, we're about as far as we need to be. We just need to go up now. So what's hard about getting the bolt in is, like I said earlier, is it has to pretty much line up perfectly to get through all of them. As you can see, this is how hard I'm hitting it, just to move it up or in. So that's where it gets really annoying, is you're trying to do these tiny microscopic adjustments to get this bolt to perfectly align. I feel like I did something that helped with that last night. I can't remember what I used, but I put something that was small enough to fit inside the hole and then kind of jerk it around essentially to get the holes to line up. I think it was a 1/4 inch extension skinny one. I think it was this one right here. I just was able to put that like kind of behind the coil, get it in the hole, and then okay, I got a baby flathead and kind of a slightly bigger one. I'm gonna try to maneuver that around. Hitting it, it's not only exhausting, but it's not moving much, so we're gonna try and pry it around. Okay, it's not budging, so I got another idea. If I can make it work, I want to put the jack under here with this like this, and then jack it up into it and basically kind of force it to move. Hopefully we don't pop it out or anything. That's doing much for us. It was a good idea, but I think the only way to conquer this mountain is a reliable way of smacking the crap out of it, as I was. We'll come back to when I maybe get it aligned. Okay, so we are way past the time limit. As you can see, it became a no hoodie type of job. It's getting intense. Screwed up pretty bad. I could show you though, so now I know, and I'm gonna try and fix it. So I took the coil all the way out to try and get some more room. So I'm gonna try and zoom in up here. So where the hole it needs to go, right there, see how it kind of buckled inwards? So that's where it was getting caught and it wasn't letting the helm joint go past it. So I just spent the last 20 minutes trying to just get it out. So now I got it back out, not all the way out, it's still wedged up here. So I'm gonna try and just fix this. I can feel it's completely freaking tatered, so that's what was catching that. So just so you know, I'm gonna try and fix that. Hopefully we can wrap this up here soon. Okay, so little update. This is taking entirely way too long. I don't know what is going on. I got that side in after I took that side out, and then once I got that side in, this side's being difficult now. I've been hammering this for the last, like, I don't know, hour maybe, trying everything, bending everything. I don't know what's going on. If we got like default helm joints that are too long, I doubt it. They're a good company. I don't know what it is. That one is all the way like loosened though, so that way I can have a little mobility, and I almost got that one so close, but I just realized how late it is now because I've been doing this for a while, and I have a haircut appointment that I gotta go to, so I'm gonna run do that, and then I gotta go do some birthday shopping for my woman's birthday. We'll be back with this. Obviously gonna finish it today. This is one of those times where it's like this job rather takes 20 minutes or 2 hours. It's the 2-hour one, so hit my knuckle a lot. That was fun. Like out of breath. I've been sitting here listening to music, getting angry, just malleting the crap out of this thing. Obviously I'm not doing something completely right. I don't know what it is though, because I've done this job a lot of times. It's just, I think it's that these uppers are shortened technically because they don't have those nuts on them, so it's harder to get it to reach, mixed in with the shortened uppers that I was running for quite a while. I think the way that like 2 layers of metal, whatever that is, has been, it just needs to be moved around, manipulated. Yeah, so we'll be back when I got a fresh haircut. You ready for this? Okay, back with a fresh haircut. Shout out to Gary at White Coat Barber. If you are in the Vancouver, Portland area, you should do nothing but go see him. You get a exceptional haircut, especially nice little tapered fades. that's what you're into. I took a little more off the top than usual just so I don't have to get another haircut before my drill weekend. You also get free beer if you're 21, of course, but that's also really cool. So free beer, exceptional haircut, makes it smell really good. We're back at this thing. So before I left, got it super, like it's actually lined up on those, like it's not all cockeyed, because usually if I hit that side in really hard, then that side gets jacked up. So I have hope now, okay? So I'm not gonna set this up and record me just banging the crap out of this thing, but I am gonna sit here and bang the crap out of it until it goes where I need it to. Once it does, we'll check back in, because once I get that bolt in, all it is putting that coilover in, tighten it down. Can't forget on the other side, I didn't tighten the top of the coilover. Let's get it done, and then we're gonna go over to my brother Andrew's house, and we're gonna get his Subaru, take it over to get wrapped. So we'll show us bringing that over there and dropping it off. So let's get it. Okay, this is taking much longer again, but we are resorting to something ghetto that is working. I found the stick that fits perfectly in between this part of the control arm and up to that, so you can see now we got it straight across, which was the goal. I put that wood in there on the jack, jacked it up, and basically forced it in there. Then I took this little jack handle, put it up in there, and started banging it to try and straighten it. So now, guessing, based on where it was, the hole that we still, because this won't slide in until it's like perfectly lined up to go in all the way, because now this is all bukkakied. So we need to get it down a little bit. I'm gonna try and do that carefully. I mean, I don't think there's much pressure left on the jack. Now, so there's the jack is released now, and that piece of wood's just lodged there. I just want to be mindful that I don't mess up the progress. I still, no idea. I've done this project so many times, have never ran into these problems. I don't know if it was a manufacturing error. Like I said, I doubt that, because Voodoo's a good company. Maybe that helm joint was just a little longer than the others, or maybe I'm just dumb, which is a high possibility. So I'm gonna try and adjust that, get that bolt in. It's 4:30 right now, so I've been banging this thing with a mallet for like 30 minutes. So dumb, because this should only be like a 20-minute project, but it's the life of cars sometimes, so let's get this. After a very long fought battle, we got it. I got her snug on there. I'm gonna tight it some more. I literally had the jack and the piece of wood going up there. Not only did I just sit here hammering it, but then you have to find the exact like spot, and it's hard because once the helmet joint is over it, you can't really see, but screw all the excuses. I basically just jacked it up, down, up, down, up, down while I was pressing the bolt in until I could find the perfect slot, and then once I felt it grab, I was like, we won. So I'm gonna get that snug down, and then I'll throw the coil back in, and then we can put the knuckle joint back over it. I'm out of breath. We did it. Okay, so it just tends to be one thing after another. So I got that, and I got that, and I put the knuckle on, yada, yada, yada. Well, I got the coil in. Well, then I went to go put this main knuckle to control arm bolt, and somehow I must have stripped it. Well, I took it off, and then I was testing it, and that thing is freaking on there. Like, because you have to put an Allen key up here on the top, then tighten it. I don't know how I could have stripped it when I was barely touching it, but that kind of sucks. I don't really know how to rethread stuff. But on that note, we're gonna go get Andrew's car. I'm already late, so he's probably not gonna be stoked about that, but one of us has a car that's in a show coming up and a little bit of a priority right now. Yeah, so it's not super exciting. Well, the way I look at it is there's two options. I really, 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 really don't wanna have to take the control arm all the way out, on that side at least, because that bolt that we, spent probably combined 5+ hours beating the crap out of, I don't think that's well, that's a different story. So, I don't know if you noticed, but the driver's side is way higher up. Like, you can't even get your hand in there compared to the passenger side, which has all the room in the world, which I'll show that too when we get back. I don't think that bolt could have screwed anything up on the driver's side in terms of how it actually just sits, because that's not how that works. Rather gotta learn how to get a tap and die set and learn how to figure out how to thread that, but it's kind of a hunky size. Oh, I need gas too. Gosh, we're just gonna have to send it. What a day. My head's all over the place. Rather learn how to rethread that with keeping the control arm up there, or I'm gonna go get an air gun from my parents' house that I have there, and if you know what that means I'm gonna freaking full send ugga dugga dugga that thing to the moon, strip it out so we can make sure this control arm gets on. That's not the best idea, but we'll see. We're gonna take this beautiful scenic drive to Andrew's house. He's probably calling me right now wondering if I'm on my way, which I just left the house, sorry. We are indeed cutting it close. I did not think this one through very well because I was in a rush. I went from E-light came on quite a bit ago, and now it just says range low. That's great, that's real good. I'm gonna look up on my phone, figure that out. But after that, we should be to Anders pretty quick. I just got off the phone with Big Body Brad. He is gonna run to AutoZone and rent a tap and die set. So he can come, he's gonna look at it. I've never rethreaded anything, nor do I really wanted to have to, but looks like we have crossed that bridge. Now it is time to get over it. So he's gonna go pick that up, and then he's gonna get some food, meet me there. We're gonna take care of that. May have to run and get a new nut, depending on if anything's open right now. I think the Ace Hardware and Battleground closes pretty early, so that's probably off the table, but Park Rose might be open a little later. That's just gonna depending on what time I actually get back. There goes the Subaru into the beautiful man's house. Hi, beautiful. What is he doing?
He's turning around. I told him to come this way.
Why?
Because he got more space going that way.
He's not low.
Yeah, I know, but he's worried about it.
We're gonna show the car real quick. As you can tell by the way it is, we started taking some off and found some spot prime, and then over here there's some work. What a turd. Look at those lights.
Oh look, there's a bee behind you. Because the honeycomb lights.
You're so funny. I'm allergic to bees. There's a bee. Cute. Our big savior Brad showed up. Look at that motorcycle, man. Whose horse is that? Oh my gosh, you ride a dirt bike? Are those Aria? Look at that.
No, that is not.
He looks like he would ride a dirt bike. You look professional.
Thanks, I'm not. Pretty bad. But I look good.
Well, that makes you good right there. Are you gonna work on the car on that, or?
No, probably not. I don't want to get all a bunch of grease and all that stuff.
Big Body Brad is currently trying to use his big body heat powers to get my oopsies off.
You messed up.
What's the story of this project?
Turns out righty is tighty.
Who would have thought? Look at that flame. Is it hot yet?
Touch and find out.
Okay. This is just phase one of our problem, just getting the nut off before he shows me how to retap
It is
it.
crazy because I've never had an issue with getting it out of.
Kid was in a movie for any of the YouTube people watching this that don't know. Metal Lords on Netflix. Braden was our stunt football player number 2. I just don't get how little old me could get it so tight to not get it.
I'm generally confused, but it almost looks as if it is not threaded on properly, so you cross-threaded it.
Oh, that's cool. I would have thought that we have 16 days to have this thing at and presented at a show, and it's just sitting here. It's not even all of our other prep stuff I gotta do to this and the van and getting the merch and crap. This is last minute, because it only takes a minute.
Can't be tied if it's a liquid. You really have done more than a number on this.
Figure.
How did you mess up this bad?
I don't know, man. I just work here.
Oh, no you don't. You live here.
Should be fired.
You probably should. You're pretty bad at your job. Golly, brother.
If I had an air gun, I feel like that would be pretty cool.
Freaking yeah, if you had one of those 1-inch ones.
1-inch ones.
Those big minigun ones.
I feel like a regular one would work. I got a 30-gallon air compressor that can do work. Okay, Brad's strength is, he's feeling a little under the weather today. He's feeling over the, somehow, what? Oh gosh, don't play with me like that. Somehow I must have entered into Marshawn Lynch mode and got it very on there. So we're gonna run to my parents' house and grab my air gun that's there. Hopefully we can get it off tonight so we can just frickin' move on to doing whatever it is that we need to do. So yeah, let's get on the road to there and then we'll check back in.